Let's go. What a win tonight. That was a crazy freaking game. I mean, there's games that I've watched in the past in the postseason that are really, really nuts and back and forth and extra innings, and it goes to like the 18th inning, like that Dodger Red Sox World Series game did in like 2018 or whatever. But when your team is actually in that playoff game, it's like not really fun. Like when the Padres had the lead there, especially when Crony had the big insurance home run there, I was like, okay, yeah, this is great now. I felt confident. But when Robert Suarez is on the mound there and it's first and third in the sixth inning and no outs, it's like, oh no, here we go. It's because it was a 4-3 game at that point. A 4-3 game, and it's bases loaded. At one point, 2 outs, gets out of it. There was second and third in that same inning before they walked Freddie Freeman to load the bases. Second and third with 1 out, got the grounder to third base. I mean, it was nuts. I was sitting there. I'm like, yes, I believe in Robert Suarez. I think he's going to get the job done. But you're still sitting there. And it's like, well, it's the postseason. They're playing the Dodgers. Fox is showing the bullpen inning streak score, and you just don't really you just feel like something's going to go wrong, Like that's just Padres baseball, it feels like. But this team kept fighting. Yeah, Darvish didn't have his best stuff. He pitched good, and he ended up having, I guess, a good start, but I wasn't expecting him to give up 3 home runs. He should have given up 2, by the way. That's how wild this game was. I mean, we can talk about the back and forth and all that, but I mean, the umpiring was crap. You had, who was the home plate umpire? I'm blanking on the guy's name. He was so bad. Let me check here. Home plate umpire, Chris Siegel, that's his name. So he misses that Darvish breaking ball. That's a strike on Max Muncy. And then later that at bat hits a home run. By the way, I don't have no idea how he hit that home run, but it's a pitch on the outside part of the plate. Muncy pulls it for a home run. And it's like, of course that happened after the umpire screwed up the call. Manny made sure that the third base umpire knew it. So that didn't work out for the Padres. But then you have Trey Turner make that error at shortstop, and then Profar drives in the go-ahead run to make it 4-3 and capitalizes on Turner's error. It was just such a back-and-forth game, such a wild, wild game. I mean, I haven't even mentioned Manny homering in the first inning, just, while the crowd is saying, Manny sucks, they're chanting Manny sucks, and then he hits a bomb off Kershaw. Like, no, Manny doesn't suck. And then he drives in the second run, and then Crony with the ground ball to first base gets the third run in. He was huge today, freaking huge from Crony. Profar with the go-ahead single after the Turner error. That was big, obviously. And then, obviously, Suarez, he's probably the number 1 MVP in this game for me, I would think, just because of how huge he was getting out of those jams. But Manny's up there. Crony has to be up there. I mean, he drove in 2 runs in this game. The Padres won by 2 runs. Manny drove in 2 runs. Padres won by 2 runs, So it was great to see some of the Padres all-stars come through tonight, right? There's been, in the wild card series, obviously, it was Trent Grisham that came through and Austin Nola and different guys. Profar, he's one of the others. He came through tonight as well. But like Jake Cronenworth, all-star. Manny Machado, all-star. Josh Hader, all-star caliber. He comes through, gets the save in the 9th. He gets out of the 8th, right? I did like the short hook, by the way, by Bob Melvin when Nick Martinez was pitching in that 8th inning. Martinez allows a base runner, and Bomel is like, all right, you're done. Brings in Hader. Of course, I was nervous that Josh Hader wouldn't be able to finish it off because he just doesn't usually pitch well going more than 1 inning. He hasn't done that in a while, but he finished it off. That's all that matters. Got that pop out, I believe, in the 8th to Grisham. And then in the 9th, gets 2 quick outs. And Freddie almost hit a bomb. I thought that was gone. But it goes off the wall. And you have the game-tying run at the plate. And who was that last batter? He ends up getting Will Smith out, I think, right? Yeah, Will Smith flies out to right. Padres win, even up the series. What a wild game. I mean, yeah, the broadcasters, they could not contain themselves when anything positive happened with the Dodgers. But when something happens, with the Padres, they they pretend to be excited, and then they just go right back to talking about the Dodgers and stuff. But this is just what a game. I was exhausted after watching that game. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the chat what your guys' reactions to that game, and who'd you say who would you say was the MVP of this game? I mean, you could go so many different directions. I mean, Darvish, yeah, he gave up those 3 home runs. He should have only allowed 2 because the Muncy home run shouldn't have even counted. So when you think about it, the Padres probably should have won this game 5-2. But hey, a win is a win. I don't care how they won. They ended up winning, and now they have the off day tomorrow. You got Snell in what is going to be an insane environment at Petco Park on Friday. I mean, I don't think anyone in the city of San Diego who's going to that game is going to be working that day. Maybe a little bit in the morning, but it is going to be packed down there. 5:30 something, 5:37 I think is the first pitch.